Welcome back inside the Sawyer Center, ladies and gentlemen. SNU basketball on the air once more as the Southern Nazarene men taking on East Central in the conference opener for both squads. SNU coming into tonight's game off a 71-67 win last Saturday evening over number 25 Dallas Baptist. The Crimson Storm are 4-1 and have won all three contests in this current four-game homestand, tonight being the ultimate game of that homestand. They'll face a tough East Central team under first-year head coach Max Pendry, which has struggled out of the gate with a 1-4 record that is deceptive, to say the least. Last year's matchup with the Tigers was an odd one. The two teams split the season series, with the road team winning all four games. The Tigers return a large portion of their lineup from last season, but the results just haven't been there so far, despite they faced a really, really tough schedule thus far, going on the road to Dallas Baptist, on the road at Minnesota Duluth, and losing to Minnesota Crookston on a last-second shot as part of their 1-4 record, and then faced Rogers State last week without arguably their best player in Josh Apple. He will play tonight. He's got a brace or cast of sorts on his right hand wrist area, but he will play tonight, and he will be a big handful for the Crimson Storm this evening. SNU will be without the services of Adokie EIA tonight, as he's still recovering from a right leg injury. SNU was able to take care of Dallas Baptist on Saturday without him, but obviously would love to have him in the lineup, so we'll see how soon he'll be able to play. Of course, Tyler McGuy also out with a broken finger that he sustained in the season opener against Sioux Falls. He hopefully expects to be back next month at some point. Defending home court, key in the Great American Conference. We'll see how SNU does in their first test this evening. And Julia, we've seen the SNU men play really well thus far. Their turnover margin has been really probably the biggest key thus far. They are +6 a game in turnover margin, which is good for 6th in the country. And if you take care of the basketball, you give yourself a really good chance in every single game.
Absolutely, Luke. And I think, just with any basketball game, limiting turnovers is always a key in determining who wins the ball game. And with SNU having that great turnover margin, I think they're in good hands, especially against this East Central team. Only 1-4 on the year. Like you said, it's deceptive. But that Dallas Baptist loss against SNU's Dallas Baptist win could be the determiner in who may or may not win this ball game.
First-year head coach Max Pendry, he was on the staff last year under head coach Chris Crutchfield. Crutchfield, of course, now an assistant up at Oregon on Dana Altman's staff. So just one season in Ada for Chris Crutchfield, as his sons Jalen and Josh still on the roster here for East Central. As the teams head to their benches, we will get set for this one. East Central being led in scoring by Josh Apple, averaging 17 points per game. They shoot the ball well, shooting 49% from the field thus far this season, 38% from three. Just turn it over just 13 times a game. They also average 8 steals per game and come in averaging 78 points per game so far this season. Starting lineups being introduced right now. We'll go ahead and run through those for you as we get set for action at the Sawyer Center. First up for the visiting East Central Tigers, number 3, senior guard Romello Wilbert, 6'3", from the Woodlands, Texas, averaging 6.5 points, 8 rebounds, and 4.5 assists per game this season. Number 5, senior guard Jalen Crutchfield, 6'5", from Norman, Oklahoma, 15 points per game. He's shooting 54% from three-point range thus far. Number 12, junior guard Ellis Lee, 6'3", from Saginaw, Michigan, 10.2 points per game and 2 rebounds per game. Number 23, sophomore forward Shamar Smith from Norman, Oklahoma, 6'7". He's a transfer from UCO and had 16 points and 9 rebounds last outing against Rogers State. He's just played in the last 2 games. for the Tigers. And in the middle, number 24, senior forward Josh Apple, 6'8" from London, England, 17 points per game, 5.5 rebounds per game. Also averaging 3.5 assists per game for the Tigers. For your Southern Nazarene University Crimson Storm, under the head coaching of Adam Bohach in his 14th season here in Bethany. First up, number 3, junior guard Xavier Bryant, 6 foot from Dallas, Texas, 13.4 points, 5 rebounds, and 5.6 assists this season. He's also 23rd in the nation with 15 steals, and his 3 steals per game is good for 13th in the country. Number 5, Manny Dixon, the redshirt junior from Trenton, New Jersey. He stands 6'5", and he's averaging 9.4 points and 5.2 rebounds per game. Number 11, Mo Wilson, the junior forward, 6'5", from Oklahoma City Northwest Classen High School. 11.2 points per game and 6 rebounds per game for Mo. Number 15, junior guard Jalen Lynn, 6 foot from Collierville, Tennessee, 13.4 points per game. He's a transfer from Arkansas Pine Bluff. And in the middle, number 21, sophomore forward Nick Davis, 6'9", from Arlington, Texas, 5 points, 2 rebounds per game this season for Nick. Adam Bohach, assisted by associate head coach Ryan Mahoney and assistant coach Andrew Hudeberg. Max Pendry, assisted by Aaron Chambry, Cam Robinson, and Steve Hudson. And we are set to go for the second half of our doubleheader this evening. Again, the road team won all 4 contests last season. East Central nipped SNU twice here in Bethany, and SNU got the better of the Tigers down in Ada. A very weird series last year between these two squads. SNU did not play particularly well offensively in either of those contests here in Bethany and struggled at home in general last year. So they're looking to start things off on the right foot this season. Shamar Smith wins the tip over Nick Davis, and we are underway here in Bethany. Tigers in their traveling black, white numbers and lettering. Tigers in script across the front. SNU in their new home white. Southern Nazarene across the front. Crimson lettering, trim, and numbers. Romello Wilbert leaves it for Josh Apple in the middle, and it's knocked away and stolen by Jalen Lynn. So a steal right off the bat for SNU. Nick Davis controls top of the key. Now Bryant on the left wing. Over to Lynn. Back to Bryant, working on Apple. Lynn on the right wing. He's matched up against Lee. Lynn leaves it back for Bryant. Kick out. Lynn, three-pointer on the way as the shot clock's winding down. It's no good. Wilbert with a nice box out, and it goes out of bounds. A lot of collision inside. Nick Davis hit the deck. So one possession each. No points either way. A minute gone by, first half. Crutchfield. Hands to Smith. Now over to Apple. Lee. Knifing to the foul line. Smith rises up for three. It's off to the left, no good. And Davis tracks it down in the corner and then was stumbling and tried to save it behind the back, but he threw it out of bounds. So it'll stay with the Tigers. And they will reset the shot clock to 20 here as they deemed Davis in possession. Wilbert has it up top. Leaves it for Apple. He'll rise up for three. And it's long off the back iron. Bryant tie for the rebound. Bryant all the way in to the paint. Leaves it for the cutting Dixon. Left-hand layup too strong, but a foul coming up on East Central. It's going to be on Apple. That'll be his first. And Manny Dixon to the line for 2 free throws. Dixon had a rough first 3 games of the season. 3 for 20 from the field. But the last 2 games, 14 of 24, 5 of 8 from 3, 17.5 points per game. He knocks down the first free throw.
Sometimes you just need a little bit of a push. He didn't have that in the first stretch of the season, but now he's looking real good.
Missed the second one. And Apple has the rebound. 1-0 SNU with the lead. Wilbert quickly into the front court. Leaves it for Lee on the right side. Lee transferred from Chattahoochee Valley Community College. Skip pass to Smith. Crutchfield run off the line nicely by Lynn. Down low, Josh Apple on the baseline. Finds the cutting Wilbert. Closed out nicely there. And a loose pass is stolen by Bryant. Tracks it down in front of the ECU bench. Bryant looking for help. Sends it back up top to Lynn. Lynn between the circles. Behind the Dixon pick. Dixon looking for Davis. Dixon stops. Gives it to Davis. Right-hand shot is good. Bounced around off the rim a couple times, and Nick Davis with a nice shot inside, and SNU with a 3-0 lead. Dixon with the deflection. Looked like it might have gone off Smith, but the officials disagree. He'll stay with the Tigers with 23 seconds. Left wing. Lee has it. Now Crutchfield up top. Directing traffic. Smith poked away by Dixon. It's a loose ball in the front court. Goes all the way in and lays it in for two. Manny Dixon with 3 points in the early going, and SNU leads 5-0. 2.5 minutes gone by. First half. Wilbert, top of the key. Not really a threat from deep. 0 for 7 from 3 so far this season. Lee now, crossover, lost the dribble, gets it back right wing. Apple, top of the key. Finds Smith. He'll try a left wing three. Left it very short. Wilbert's the offensive rebound. Leaves it for Apple. Down the lane. Steps around Davis. Floats it up. No good. And a foul coming up on SNU's Nick Davis. So Josh Apple will head to the line for 2 free throws. 70% at the line this season. Shooting 56% from the field. Again, did not play against Rogers State. First free throw is long, no good. Mo Wilson will check out. Ian Mowat, the freshman from Austin Westlake High School, will check in. One more here for Josh Apple. And it rattles out, no good. So the Tigers still scoreless. Bryant across the timeline, leaves it back for Dixon. Mowat has it. Now Lynn comes back to retrieve and gives to Bryant. Bryant behind the Davis pick. It's switched on to Shamar Smith. Bryant into the paint. Cut off, forces his way around Apple, missed the shot. Davis battling hard for the offensive rebound. Knocks over Shamar Smith. Wilbert comes over with a block shot. Wilbert quickly in the corner to Lee. He'll rise up for three from there. It's long. Rebound tipped around. Smith tipped it to Lee. He goes in strong. Left the layup short. Apple the offensive rebound. Up and under. Missed it. But a foul coming up again on Jalen Lynn. That's his first. Second team foul on the Crimson Storm. So Apple back at the line for 2 free throws. Missed both just a moment ago. Great crowd on hand tonight. Apple missed another one. He's 0 for 3 now. Good contingent of students on both ends of the court. Also graced with the presence of a youth basketball team in one end. We had another youth basketball team for the women's game as well earlier. Second one from Apple is good, and East Central finally breaks the lid. SNU leads 5-1, 16-17 to go first half. Tigers already with 3 turnovers in the first 4 minutes. Lynn has it right wing, top of the key to Davis. Looks for help, hands it to Mowat. Mowat knifing into the paint, cut off by Lee. He'll dribble back out and give to Lynn with 10 on the shot clock. Lynn, left side to Bryant now, cut off. Tried to get it inside to Davis. Mowat, Johnny on the spot, raced to it. Missed the shot though. Rebound tipped around and Smith has it. Quickly up ahead to Lee. Lee into the paint. A lot of contact there, no call. Davis clears with the rebound. Bryant coming up the near side. Behind the screen from Davis. Leaves it back outside Dixon. Quick trigger on a left wing three, and he rattled it in. Manny Dixon on fire of late. That makes him 6 of 9 from 3 on the homestand. Wilbert leaves it for Apple up top. Lee knifing down the lane, blocked by Davis, but a foul is going to be called. It's going to be on Davis, and that'll be number 2 on Nick Davis with 15:08 to go first half. We'll take a timeout and be back after this. SNU leading early, 8-1. This is SNU basketball. Welcome back to the Sawyer Center. Luke McConnell, Julia Schwacke with you as SNU leads East Central in the conference opener for both squads, 8-1. But Nick Davis just picked up his second foul just less than 5 minutes into the contest, so he'll have a seat on the bench. And Mike Bauer will check in for the Crimson Storm.
And not what you want to see from Davis. He's been doing really well with inside the paint, picking up 2 early fouls. Still 15 left to play in the half.
Ellis Lee goes 1 for 2. 8-2 our score. 5 minutes gone by. Mo Wilson also in for Xavier Bryant out of the timeout. Bauer holds up top. Josh Crutchfield's in there for East Central along with A.J. Ferguson. Mowat, top of the key. In the corner to Dixon. Closed out by Wilbert. Dixon with 5 on the clock, looking for help. Dumps it down low to Wilson. Wilson gonna have to hurry. Up and under, blocked from behind by Wilbert. And that's a shot clock violation. Great help side defense from Romello Wilbert, who's got a block and 2 rebounds. Does a little bit of everything for East Central. And it'll be Wilbert to bring it up across the timeline. In the corner, Crutchfield, open 3 on the way, it's short. And Dixon has the rebound for SNU, his second. Matt Tracy off the SNU bench. Lynn gives it to Wilson. Guarded out top by Ferguson. Wilson will drive into the paint, forces it up, and in, and the foul. Foul's going to be on Ferguson, his first. The freshman from Houston, Texas. And Mo Wilson heading to the line to complete the 3-point play. Bauer checks out as Tracy's back in. Josh Crutchfield out, Josh Apple back in. Mo Wilson 42% at the line this season, and he rattles that one in. So SNU leads 11-2. 6 minutes gone by. East Central has not hit a field goal yet. They're 0 for 5 from 3-point range. Ferguson crosses over. Top of the key, Wilbert. Josh Apple, doubled. Cross-court skip pass, Crutchfield. He'll drive past Lynn, pull up short, and knock down the 10-footer. Jalen Crutchfield finally gets East Central's first bucket. 11-4 our score. Wilson holds up top. Gives it to Dixon. He's guarded by Lee. Dixon leaves it back for Tracy. Extended right elbow. Finds help in Lynn. 10 on the shot clock. Lynn matched up on Apple. 7 on the clock. Mowat Doubled. Now Dixon, he'll rise up. Quick trigger for three. It's short. Wilbert has the rebound. His third. Ferguson drives baseline, and he got it to go. Good take by A.J. Ferguson. The Tigers cut the lead to 5 at 11-6. Wilson hands to Dixon. Lynn comes up and retrieves from him. Now back to Mowat on the right side. Mowat behind the screen from Tracy. Knifes in. Looks for help. Kicks it out to Tracy. Didn't have enough time to get that one up. Now Lynn with 7 on the clock. Now Tracy, quick trigger for three. He left it short. Wilbert catches the long rebound. Into the front court, over to Lee. Top of the key to Apple, back to Wilbert now. Between the legs, he'll drive to the bucket. Scoop layup, left it short. Tracy clears for SNU. Mowat calling out the screen from Tracy. Instead uses Wilson. Back to Tracy. Left wing Lynn. He'll drive to the bucket. Off the glass. Too strong. Left it short, actually. Tracy. Offensive rebound to Wilson. To the cutting Dixon for the layup. Adam Bohach wanted a foul on Lynn's drive. But it's points either way for SNU. And a 13-6 lead with 11:43 to play first half. Wilbert between the legs in the corner. To the middle of the paint, out to Lee. He'll drive to the foul line, stops, dumps it down to Apple, finds Wilbert camping out on the far block, wide open, and he lays it in for two. Good vision there by Josh Apple. He's averaging 3.5 assists per game this season. To the baseline in Wilson, matched up with Wilbert. Wilson goes to work, hook shot in the paint, and it rolls around and in. Mo Wilson has done great work in the post early this season. Cross-court skip pass to Crutchfield. Up top to Lee. Mowat with the assignment there. They dump it down low to Apple, knocked away by Dixon. Ferguson around the corner, left-hand layup. It bounces in. Wilson nearly got the block, but a nice drive by the lanky Ferguson. 6'6", the freshman from Houston. Mowat on the near side now moves middle against Wilbert. Thought about the step back three, instead gives it up to Lynn. Lynn will knife into the paint, cut off, skip pass in the corner. Mowat tees up the three-pointer, left it short. Rebound fought for. Ferguson comes away with it. 2-on-2 break up ahead to Wilbert. Blocked by Wilson. Great transition defense there by Wilson. Lynn has it, leaves it up top for Wilson. Knocked away, stolen by Ferguson. Knocked away, Lynn has it now. All the way into Crutchfield. Wild shot, no good. And a foul coming from mid-court. Gonna go on Jalen Crutchfield. And that's gonna take us to a stoppage. 10:05 to go first half, 15-10. SNU leading East Central. And we'll be back right after this. This is SNU basketball. Welcome back to the Sawyer Center, 15-10. Southern Nazarene leading East Central right now. 10:05 to go first half. Jalen Lynn at the line for 2 free throws. Lynn rattles the first one out. 75% at the line so far this season is Lynn. Just 7 points on 2 of 9 shooting on Saturday against Dallas Baptist for the Arkansas Pine Bluff transfer. He goes 1 for 2, and SNU leads by 6. Jackson Rothwell will check in for Lynn, who heads to the bench. Rothwell's gotten some good run the last few games. 6 minutes on Saturday. So he continues to carve out a role in this SNU squad. Shamar Smith and Brennan Burns out there, along with Jakeem Akers. Burns and Akers out there for the first time. Akers a corner 3 over the outstretched arms of Wilson, and that's good from Jakeem Akers. Came in shooting just 27% from three-point range, but he's made 4 three-pointers each of the last 2 games. Mowat has it, center circle. Working against Akers. Behind the screen from Bauer. Now drives around Smith. Cut off on the baseline. Bryant has it. Crosses over into the paint. Bumped by Burns. Out of bounds. And it'll stay with SNU with 5 on the shot clock. Burns, the Bethany native. Redshirt freshman, averaging 8 points per game this season for East Central. Up top, Mowat. Wide open 3 on the way is good. And Ian Mowat continues to impress here in the early going of this season. He's now 5 of 7 from three-point range for the season with that one. Akers looking for help. Up top to Smith. Smith spins into the paint on Bauer, forces it up, and it somehow rolls around and in. Wild shot from Shamar Smith, but it falls nonetheless. 19-15, SNU with the lead over the Tigers. 8:40 to play first half. Rothwell with it between the circles, gives to Bryant, pestered by Burns. Bryant all the way to the bucket, and he lays it in with a right hand. Bryant extremely aggressive going to the bucket here in the early going of the season. Averaging 13.5 points per game. Smith to the cutting Burns to the bucket, and he got contact from Wilson, and Burns will go to the line for 2 free throws.
That was questionable.
SNU bench thought he was vertical. Hard to tell from our vantage point, but
If he came down with his hand just a little early, he could have got a clean block, but I think he was trying to play it safe there.
Burns' free throw rattles in and out, no good. He was just 2 for 4 before that. Mowat checks out. Dixon checks in for SNU. The foul on Wilson was his first, 4th on SNU. Second one by Burns is good. The lead is 5, 21-16. Bryant pestered in the backcourt by Burns. Bauer has it extended to the left elbow, gives to the cutting Wilson. All the way to the bucket, left it short. Rebound fought for, and Burns has it, but he stepped on the inline. So it'll stay with SNU in a fresh 20 seconds when we come back. 7:57 to go first half. 21-16. Southern Nazarene maintains the lead. We'll be back right after this.
Sell online tickets directly from your school's website. Scan digital or printed tickets, access to ticket revenue with real-time reporting at no cost to your school. It's that easy to bring touchless ticketing to your hometown. Hometown. Fast scans, happy fans.
Welcome back to the Sawyer Center. 7:57 to go in the first half. SNU leading by 5. Quick trigger for Manny Dixon. Left the three-pointer short right off the cuff. Burns the rebound. Gives it to Crutchfield. Left side Ferguson. Ferguson into the paint. Right-hand shot is good from A.J. Ferguson. Freshman not afraid here in the early going. He's got 6, and the lead is 3. Bryant in front of the East Central bench. Up top to Bauer at the foul circle. Over to Lynn on the left side. Lynn to the foul line. Kick out to Bryant. Bryant with 8 on the clock. Nice. Over Akers, and he got it to go. He wanted the bump and the foul. Didn't get it. But Xavier Bryant now with 4. SNU back up by 5. Burns behind the screen from Smith. Leaves it for him. Top of the key for 3 from Shamar Smith's no good. Bryant has it, and SNU's off and running. Up ahead to Lynn, but it's deflected and stolen by Burns. Here come the Tigers back the other way. Inside out dribble by Ferguson, and a foul coming up on Manny Dixon. That'll be the first foul on Manny Dixon and the 5th team foul on the Crimson Storm. Nick Davis will check back in with those 2 personal fouls as Mike Bauer will take a seat. And Josh Apple and Ellis Lee back in for the Tigers as well. Smith and Crutchfield take a seat. Burns to trigger it in on the baseline. Looking for help, gets it into Apple. To Burns in the corner. Burns dumps it down low to Apple. Working on the baseline. Bryant swiping at it. Over to Burns. They swing it around the perimeter. Akers wide open corner 3 is short. Lee flying in, tried to tip it in. Loose ball, and Bryant secures it for Southern Nazarene. Bryant leaves it for Wilson. Now left wing to Dixon. He'll drive to the baseline. Cut off by Ferguson. Now Davis has it left elbow. Fakes the give to Dixon and waits for Bryant. Bryant behind the Davis pick. Loops around Apple. Bounce pass into the middle of the paint. Is knocked away and stolen. Burns ahead of the pack. Reverse layup blocked by Wilson, and it hit off of Burns out of bounds. Great defense by Mo Wilson. That's the 2nd transition block he's had tonight. It was tremendous in the open court there, Julia.
He got the block that time. Didn't play it safe there. He knew what he was doing.
SNU weaves and gets it back to Bryant. Bryant into the paint. Stops. Steps around Apple. Forced it up. No good. Rebound tipped around, and Davis comes up with it. Davis around Apple. Left-hand layup is good. Davis with a moment's hesitation there. Able to get his wits about him and put in the layup. It's his first bucket of the night, or 2nd bucket of the night, excuse me. He's got 4. So has those 2 personal fouls. 5:18 to go first half. 25-18 SNU leads. Akers pulls up from the left elbow. Missed it short. Davis snatches the rebound. Bryant across half court. SNU goes into their set. Lynn on the left side. In the corner to Wilson. Back to Lynn. Davis wants it down low. Working on Apple. Davis. Banging. Shimmy shake. Pivot. Left-hand layup. Left that one short. And it goes out of bounds over to East Central.
Definitely a battle down there. Nick Davis is not getting anything easy right now.
Ian Mowat's back in as Xavier Bryant takes a seat. 4:40 to go first half. 25-18. SNU leads East Central. Tigers shooting 35%. SNU at 44%. Burns has it between the circles against the freshman Mowat. Now to Crutchfield, left wing. Goes behind the Apple screen. Back out to Burns. Burns behind the back, all the way to the bucket, and he got past Mowat for the right-hand layup. Brennan Burns with his first field goal. He's got 3, and the lead is 5 for SNU. Dixon gives to Mowat. Burns right in his hip pocket. In the corner, Lynn. He'll drive baseline on Lee. And you got Lee in the air. And Lee came down on him as Lynn went up for the jump shot. So Jalen Lynn will head to the line for 2 free throws. His second trip there today. He's 1 for 2. First foul on Lee. 4th team foul. Lynn's first free throw is short. Mike Bauer checks back in for Nick Davis. Lynn's second rattles out, but back in as it drops straight down through the hoop. 26-20. SNU leads. Wilbert back in for Burns. Shamar Smith also out there. Original starting lineup out there for the Tigers right now. Wilbert to Lee. Right wing 3 is on the way. It's off to the left, no good. Rebound battled for. It's on the deck, loose. And we got a jump ball. It'll go to SNU after the timeout. 3:45 to play first half, 26-20. SNU with the lead. We'll take a break and be back after this.
Introducing Domino's new 2-minute guarantee. Order Domino's Carside Delivery. Check in when you arrive, and we'll be headed out the door less than 2 minutes after it's ready, or your next pizza is free. Nothing will stop us from getting out the door fast. Rain, snow, wind, and wild animals? Carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 and put our 2-minute guarantee to the test.
Welcome back to the Sawyer Center. SNU leading 26-20 over East Central. Coming up at halftime, we'll go over scores from around the conference on the men's and women's side. Give you a brief recap of the women's game earlier this evening that SNU came out on top, 68-56. And we'll go over stats, analysis, get you ready for the second half of action between the Crimson Storm and the Tigers. SNU basketball on the alternating possession arrow. 3:35 to go first half. SNU shooting 43.5%. Lynn has it up top. Lynn to the left side. Now back to Bryant, who's back into the game. They dump it down low to Davis. Davis, left-hand hook in the middle of the paint. Bounces around and in. Davis has been lethal with that left hand. Crutchfield, corner three's no good. Davis snatched the rebound away from Apple. Bryant, skip pass. Lynn, wing 3, short. Davis tips it high in the air. It's loose, and Apple has to track it down in the corner. Wilbert across the timeline. Gives to Apple. Apple will drive around Davis. Left the layup short, and Davis corrals the rebound off the tip from Dixon. 2:45 to go. 28-20. SNU with the lead. East Central 1 of 10 from three-point range, shooting 33%. Bryant into the paint, looking for help. Gets it out to Mowat. Mowat guarded by Crutchfield. Between the legs, 8 on the clock. Mowat up top to Lynn. Lynn drives, looking for help. Tried to get it to Dixon, pass was behind him, and it's a shot clock violation as that one went to nobody. 2:17 to go. It's a 4th turnover for SNU in the first half. Tigers sitting on 3 turnovers themselves. Ferguson checks in. As Apple will take a seat. Wilbert Hands to Lee up top, and an offensive foul going on Romello Wilbert. Not set on the handoff. That'll be his first and the 5th team foul on the Tigers. So SNU back with possession with 2:12 to play in the first half. 28-20, our score. Mo Wilson back in for Ian Mowat. Bryant gives to Wilson. Wilson, backdoor lob for Lynn, and it's knocked off his hands by Crutchfield, out of bounds. So turnover number 5 for SNU in the first half. Average just 9 a game, which is 6th in the country. Wilbert up top. And then Lynn nearly shot the passing lane, deflected it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tigers with 16 on the shot clock. 1:47 on the first half clock. Smith, top of the foul circle, looking for help. Finds it in Ferguson. Ferguson leaves it back for Smith. Crosses over on Bauer into the paint. Forces it up with the left hand, no good. Dixon high for the rebound. Bryant with it with a nice low dribble to keep it away from Romello Wilbert. Bryant turns the corner on Smith. Pump fakes. Finds Dixon, corner 3. Nope. He'll drive in. Floater, no good. Rebound tipped around. Lynn has it. No reset as Dixon's shot did not hit the rim. 10 on the clock. Bryant has it ripped away by Crutchfield, and here come the Tigers the other way. Wilbert leaves it back for Ferguson. Into the paint. Spins. Floater off the glass, and good from A.J. Ferguson. He's got 8 off the bench on 4 of 4 shooting. We're under a minute to play. 28-22. Crimson Storm with the lead. Bryant right side. Top of the key to Bauer. He's got it at the foul circle, guarded by Smith. Now Lynn on the left wing. Lynn drives in. High floaters, no good. Wilbert the rebound. About a 5-second difference game to shot clock here as Wilbert will circle back out, and the Tigers will hold. Wilbert drifting to the right wing now. Behind the screen from Smith. Now Ferguson lost it. Dixon's got it. Under 10 to go. All the way down the lane. Left-hand layup is good from Andy Dixon. Quick inbounds to Crutchfield. Wilson with the steal. Half-court heave at the buzzer. Oh, man, that almost went in. Went off glass and just missed it by that much. So SNU ends on a high note with the fast break layup by Manny Dixon, and they'll take a 30-22 lead into the locker room. We'll take an extended break when we come back. Scores from around the conference, first half stats, analysis, and of course, the second half of action coming at you after this break. This is SNU basketball.
Friends, family, alumni, and supporters of Southern Nazarene University, we come to you today as representatives from the Student Athletic Advisory Committee.
We're a student leadership group on campus with representatives from each of our NCAA sports. As SAC members, we are the elected voices of our teams to our administration.
We are coming to you to ask for your help for a special project.
By the end of this year, SNU will have had over 200 student athletes graduate within the past 4 years.
Receiving a degree while balancing the demands of being a student athlete means working diligently to be successful as a student and representative for our school and the kingdom.
This year, as a student group, we decided to ask our department to assist us in creating a fundraising campaign that would generate enough money
so that each student athlete who will graduate this May and next year could receive a stole to commemorate their time at SNU playing for the Crimson Storm.
We want to say thank you to our graduating seniors who have represented our university well on and off our respective stages and throughout the community.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you.
Thank you for supporting SNU athletics.
Thank you for supporting your Crimson Storm.
Thank you.
Thank you for all your support.
We get it. You want to advance your career, but without a degree, you're stuck. Maybe you were a few courses shy, or didn't go at all, but now you want more. It's not too late, because at SNU Online, our courses are built for busy adults just like you. We've designed our program so you can log in when it's convenient to you, whether you're at your kid's soccer practice or taking a lunch break at work. With our easy and simple to use online platform, interacting with classmates and professors is a snap. And don't worry, an SNU online degree is the same as if you were face-to-face. And since our students study one class at a time, you can focus on what matters the most in your life. So don't let others pass you by. Join them and apply today.
Welcome back to halftime at the Sawyer Center. Southern Nazarene leading East Central tonight 30-22. Our score after the first 20 minutes. Luke McConnell, Julia Schwacke with you here this evening. And Julia, the SNU, great defensive performance in the first half. 35% shooting for the Tigers, well below their season average of 49%. Just 1 of 10 from three-point range as well.
Yeah, SNU posting a great field goal percentage right now, 41% from the outside compared to, East Central's 35. Definitely what you want to see here, and that is the key difference in this score right now. 30-22 here inside the Sawyer. Not really a three-point game here tonight. We've got SNU at 22% compared to East Central at a staggering 10. Definitely well below their average on the season, but that is the key difference here tonight.
SNU being paced by Manny Dixon, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals. 6 points for Nick Davis, 4 for Xavier Bryant, 5 for Mo Wilson, along with 2 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. 2 points for Jalen Lynn, along with 4 rebounds, and 3 points for Ian Mowat in the first half. For East Central, 8 points off the bench for A.J. Ferguson on 4 of 4 shooting. The freshman doing a great job in that first half. 3 points for Jakeem Akers, 3 for Brennan Burns. 2 points each for Jalen Crutchfield, Romello Wilbert, and Shamar Smith. And just a single point for Ellis Lee and Josh Apple. SNU's done a nice job containing Crutchfield and Apple in particular, the 2 leading scorers for this bunch. And Julia, hadn't been a foul situation either. SNU's just done a really nice job of limiting those guys' looks at the basket.
Yeah, it kind of matched the women's game earlier. The women that held ECU's 2 leading scorers well below their average, and that's happening here in the men's game tonight. Apple and Crutchfield both well below their averages, so definitely a defensive presence here inside the Sawyer Center.
SNU winning on the boards as well, 20-16. 4-0 in fast break points, 6-2 in points off turnovers, each team with 6 in the first half. SNU 20 points in the paint out of their 30 in the first half, doing a great job working the ball inside. 4 second chance points for SNU off 5 offensive rebounds as well. Checking in on scores around the conference, the SNU women polished off East Central earlier today, 68-56. Julia, it was a tough game, one that probably left everybody battered and bruised a little bit. Ice baths for everyone after that one against a really scrappy East Central team, but a really nice win to start conference play for SNU.
Absolutely. The girls did a great job tonight. Definitely scrappy. If you watched at home, everybody seemed to be on the floor at some point in that game. But SNU came away with the win. They got the victory over East Central 68-56. Definitely a tough battle. Wasn't easy. But it was that third quarter burst that propelled them into that victory. They outscored East Central 23-14 in that third quarter. And also, another staggering stat, 21 total bench points for SNU, and 21 of those were courtesy of Emily Monahan, who reached her career high that night and earned a great win for her and her team.
Looking at scores from around the conference now, Henderson State women 75-39 over Arkansas Monticello. These are all women's scores to start things off. High scoring affair in Russellville. 90-84, Arkansas Tech beats Ouachita Baptist. 39 free throw attempts for Arkansas Tech tonight, 29 for Ouachita Baptist. That was high scoring. Not to be outdone was Harding in Southern Arkansas, 93-90. Harding gets the win over Southern Arkansas in that one. Harding went 17 of 30 at the foul line, leaving the door open for the Mule Riders. Combined 40 offensive rebounds in that one between those two squads. 72-66, the final in Weatherford as Southwestern knocks off Southeastern tonight. 27 points from Cameron Cantwell in the loss. 3 players in double figures for the Bulldogs, none of which were Makaira Tramble, who was just 2 of 13 from the field tonight. We will be in Durant on Saturday, 1 o'clock tip time for the women, 3 o'clock tip time for the men. And rounding out the women's scores, 63-54, Oklahoma Baptist goes on the road and gets the win over Northwestern. 15 points, 11 rebounds for Khalifa Ford tonight, outdoing the 25-10 scoring of Bailey Brown tonight. On the men's side, these are first half scores. Southern Arkansas 30, Harding 16 with 4 minutes to play in the first half. Ouachita leads Arkansas Tech 22-20 in the first half, a minute to go before halftime there. 21-20 at halftime. Arkansas Monticello winning on the road at Henderson State. Henderson State just 23% shooting in the first half. Second half action in Weatherford at Southwestern 52 and Southeastern 41. A bit of a surprising score here in the early going of conference play as Southwestern with an 11-point lead on the Savage Storm, shooting 48% from the field. They've knocked down 7 3-pointers to offset 9 3-pointers from the Savage Storm. And up in Alva, shorthanded Oklahoma Baptist leads Northwestern 38-19. Oklahoma Baptist gets a few guys back from COVID tonight. Still missing Harrison Stoddard and Brantley Thompson with injuries. So a lot of teams struggling in the early going as far as being shorthanded, but still plenty of season left to go. Again, here at halftime, our score 30-22. SNU over East Central. And Julie, as we look ahead to the second half, what do we need to see from the Crimson Storm to finish things off and come out with a win?
Definitely getting the ball to Dixon, Lynn, Bryant, Davis. Those four right now have the paint. But Bryant, Lynn, Dixon need to come up with their usual points to up that field goal percentage like they usually do. And I think this is going to be in favor of SNU as long as those numbers are still up, as well as the defensive presence stays.
Both teams back on the court getting loose. We'll take a short break right before we come back with the start of the second half, right after these messages here on the SNU Athletic Network. Second half time here in Bethany as Southern Nazarene and East Central tangle in the season opener for both squads. The first GAC game for East Central coach Max Pendry. In his first season, he was on the staff of Chris Crutchfield a year ago. Chris Crutchfield now on the staff of Dana Altman at the University of Oregon. And SNU leads this one 30-22 as we're underway in the second half. Same lineups that started the game for both squads. Wilbert, Apple, Crutchfield, Smith, and Lee for East Central. Bryant, Dixon, Wilson, Davis, and Lynn for SNU. Crutchfield has it at the right elbow. Hands to Smith. Smith tried to get it over to Wilbert. It's intercepted and stolen by Wilson. Behind the back dribble to the foul line. In the corner, Lynn, three-pointer on the way, off the back iron, no good. Good look from Jalen Lynn, just hasn't fallen for him. So he's shooting 24% from three-point range for the season coming into tonight. Lee has it to the foul line. Pulls up from the right elbow and rattles in the jumper. Ellis Lee with his first field goal of the night. He's 1 for 5. And the SNU lead is 6. Lynn has it on the right side. Top of the key now to Davis. Bryant leaves it back for Dixon. They dump it down low to Davis. He's got the matchup on Wilbert. Davis backing down the smaller Wilbert. Left-hand layup, left it short. Offensive rebound, he got it, and it rolls around and in. Julian Nick Davis is a right-handed for all intents and purposes, but he really loves that left hand in the paint.
Oh, yeah, it's working out for him. He better use it in this game. That's definitely great for scouting reports. I'm sure that East Central put on there that he is right-handed inside the paint, but not tonight.
Wilbert crosses over. Behind the back dribble to the foul line. Kick corner, Smith. Nice closeout by Dixon. Now Lee has it left wing. 10 on the shot clock, guarded by Bryant. Goes behind the screen from Smith. Now Dixon switches onto him. Wilbert's in the corner. Not a threat from three. Drives baseline, leaves it for Apple. Floated it over two SNU defenders. Got it back and missed it again. 2 point-blank looks for Josh Apple. Missed them both. Bryant, hesitation to the foul line. Nearly lost his footing. Gives it back to Dixon. Down low to Davis once again, matched up with Wilbert. Backing down the smaller Wilbert. The double team comes. Davis steps through it. Missed the shot with the left hand, and a foul coming up on East Central's Jalen Crutchfield, who can't believe the call.
There was a bit of a body there. I think that was a good call.
Agreed. Just trying to split the double team, and a lot of contact there. Just got squeezed, did Davis. Davis at the line for 2 free throws. First free throw up and short. Does have a wrap around that right thumb, which could explain why he's been going with the left hand so much early in the season. Second one from Davis is also no good. Foul on Crutchfield was his second. And the lead is 8, 32-24. Crutchfield has it, right wing, up top to Smith. Now Wilbert with it. Left side, Crutchfield. Now to Apple. Inside Apple with the floater, and he got it to go. Bryant drifting left over in front of the SNU bench. Now gives it to Wilson at the top of the foul circle. Faces up, looking for help, gives it back out to Bryant. 15 on the shot clock. Bryant behind the screen from Davis, and they get the mismatch again. Bryant crosses over all the way down to the baseline. Gives it to Dixon, corner three on the way from Manny. It's an air ball over the rim. Wilbert with the rebound. Wilbert leaves it for Apple. Now Crutchfield, quick trigger from the corner, and it's no good. Smith taps it back over Bryant, and a fresh 20 for East Central. Smith back to Crutchfield. Back to Smith in front of the East Central bench. They dump it to Apple. Davis has those 2 fouls, 10 on the clock. Apple, cross-court skip past Lee. Three-pointer is on the way. It's short. And Wilson the rebound. Good box out on Crutchfield. Wilson behind the screen from Davis. Drifts. Now goes to Bryant in the corner. He'll drive baseline. Forces it up. Missed it. Rebound fought for Davis with it. Smith comes down hard on him, and Davis will go back to the line for free throws.
Definitely a threat with inside the paint right now. They're trying to get it to Davis, and he's coming up with many ways to get the ball in the bucket.
Davis with 8 points. He's got 8 rebounds tonight as well. Foul on Smith was his first, second on East Central in the half. Davis's first free throw is short. He'll have one more. SNU just 4 of 10 at the foul line this evening. Not a great free throw shooting team so far, 63% for the season. Mo Wilson checks out. Ian Mowat is in. Davis goes 1 for 2, and he'll take a seat. Mike Bauer into the game for him. Brennan Burns and A.J. Ferguson return for the Tigers as Romello Wilbert and Jalen Crutchfield take a breather. Burns hands to Lee. Crosses over on Lynn. Shovels it over to Apple in the paint, and a nice left-hand layup by Josh Apple. And a nice move by Ellis Lee, forcing the issue inside. Burns picks up Bryant full court. Rides him all the way up the sideline. Bryant in front of the SNU bench with the double screen. Hesitates. Into the paint. Got around Smith. Too strong on the shot. Apple and Bauer fight for the rebound. It's Apple who comes down with it. 5-point lead for SNU. 15:43 to go. 33-28. Burns to Apple. Apple working on Bauer. Double team comes. Knocked around, and Bryant has it on the steal. Up ahead to Mowat. Mowat, top of the key to Bauer, who hands it back to Mowat. Mowat drifts right on Burns. Fade away from the block. Too strong. And a foul coming up on Mike Bauer, going over the back on the rebound attempt. That'll take us to a timeout on the court. 15:20 to play. 33-28. SNU with the lead over East Central. We'll take timeout and be back after this. This is SNU basketball.
Wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
To me, the A in Chick-fil-A is a smile. I want to give the guests a little encouragement, maybe just a little joke that makes them laugh when they come through the drive-thru. We can stay 6 feet apart and have the best air high five.
Welcome back to the Sawyer Center. Luke McConnell, Julia Schwacke with you for the conference opener between Southern Nazarene and East Central. Crimson Storm leading this one 33-28 with 15:20 to play. That last foul on SNU was their first of the half and the first on Mike Bauer. So East Central coming back the other way. Lee has it between the circles. Now left wing Brennan Burns. Burns drives on Mowat, forces it up, and got it to go. Brennan Burns with 5 points off the bench for the Tigers, and it's a one-possession game at 33-30. Tigers have never led. SNU's led by as many as 9. That was at 11-2. They've led by 8 on a couple of occasions later in the first half, early second. Bryant behind the Bauer pick. Crosses over on Apple, drives in, spins in the paint, off the glass and good. Great individual move by Xavier Bryant. And SNU back up by 5. 14:30 to play. Lee crosses over on Lynn into the paint. Left-hand shot's too strong. And Mike Bauer has the rebound. Dixon in the corner, drives baseline, cut off by Shamar Smith, finds the cutting Lynn to the bucket, left-hand layup short. Bauer tried to tip the rebound out, and it goes to Smith. Burns with it in the open court, steps around Mowat, all the way to the basket, and he lays it in. Dixon across half court, now Mowat with it. Bauer up top to Bryant. Back to Bryant. Hesitates, drives, shovels to Bauer. Beautiful feed from Bryant. And a great layup by Mike Bauer. Burns drifting left. Full hand to Lee. Now Ferguson with it right wing. In the corner to Smith. They dump it down low to Apple. Bauer's got the assignment there. Apple lost it, got it back on the dribble. Banging. Left-hand shot is short. Good defense from Bauer. And Bryant has the rebound. Bryant hands to Dixon. He'll toss to Lynn. Up top to Bauer now. Bryant on the left wing. Bauer sets up the pick. Bryant has it. East Central switches back. Dixon spins in the paint to the bucket. Blocked by Smith. Burns coming the other way for the Tigers. Between the legs, drives, kicks it out. Ferguson, three-pointer on the way, no good. Finally missed a shot, did A.J. Ferguson. Lynn has the rebound for SNU. He'll walk it across half court and give to Mowat left wing. Mowat thought about the three, instead kicks corner Bryant. Bauer, backdoor cut to Bryant. Burns got the block, blocked again by Ferguson, off of Bryant, out of bounds. Adam Bohach can't believe there wasn't a foul at some point there. Akers comes in for Apple. Josh Crutchfield will check in for Shamar Smith. Mo Wilson and Matt Tracy in for SNU as Bauer and Bryant take a seat for the Crimson Storm. Burns across half court. Over to Akers on the right side in front of the East Central bench. He'll hand to Ferguson. Nearly lost the dribble. Now gives it back to Akers in the corner. Akers between the legs, working on Wilson behind the screen from Crutchfield. Leaves it for Josh Crutchfield. Straightaway three is in and out, no good. Wilson controls. Josh Crutchfield, all 16, now all 17 of his field goal attempts this season from behind the three-point line. You know what he's in there to do. Wilson drives on Crutchfield to the bucket. High off the glass and good from Morris Wilson. 7 points for Mo, along with 3 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 blocks. Akers top of the key. Working on Wilson. He'll drive. And Wilson got his hands in there. And Akers, a tough shot, missed it. Tracy the rebound. Dixon coming the other way. He'll leave it up top for Wilson. In the corner, Lynn now. Back out to Wilson on the left wing. Top of the key, Tracy straight away for 3, and he canned it. Matt Tracy knocks down his first 3 of the game, and SNU opens up a 10-point lead, 42-32. That one's knocked out of bounds by Moat, and SNU feeling good with 11 minutes to play. Timeout on the court. We'll be back after this. This is SNU basketball.
Introducing Domino's new 2-minute guarantee. Order Domino's Carside Delivery. Check in when you arrive, and we'll be headed out the door less than 2 minutes after it's ready, or your next pizza is free. Nothing will stop us from getting out the door fast. Rain, snow, wind, and wild animals. Carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 and put our 2-minute guarantee to the test.
Welcome back to the Sawyer Center, 42-32. Southern Nazarene with the lead over East Central. Coming up after the game, we'll have post-game conversation with Adam Bohach and our player of the game if SNU comes out on top. That's all coming up at the end of this one in 11 minutes of game action. Jalen Crutchfield and Romello Wilbert back in. Jackson Rothwell checks in for Manny Dixon out of the timeout. Lee has it top of the key. Crosses over. Gives it for Crutchfield, and he kicks the ball out of bounds right into his assistant coach's laps. Shamar Smith checks back in for Josh Crutchfield. Turnover for the Tigers is their 10th of the evening. SNU sitting on 7 themselves. Wilson running point here for SNU. Drives, kicks it out. Tracy, straightaway 3. He's fouled. And he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. The foul on Jalen Crutchfield going to be number 3 for him.
Definitely would have went in if his hand was not slapped. It was right on the money.
So Matt Tracy, the transfer from Valdosta State, at the line for 3 free throws. These are his first free throw attempts of the season. 3-point specialist. 17 of his 19 field goal attempts this season coming into tonight were 3s, and both of his field goal attempts tonight officially are 3s. That one obviously not counting on officials. But he goes 3 for 3 at the foul line. He's got 6 points.
Helping out that not so good 3-point percentage start for SNU.
Wilbert pounding the dribble at the top of the key. Now he picks up his dribble, looking for help, finds it in the league, and he gets it back. Smith sets a screen. Wilbert goes baseline, leaves it in the middle for Ferguson, tipped away by Mowat. Now Smith spins at the elbow all the way to the basket. Missed the shot, but a foul coming up on SNU. It's going to be on Tracy. And that'll be his first. Just the second team foul on the Crimson Storm here in the second half. So Shamar Smith looking to cut into this 13-point lead with 10:09 to play. He knocks down the first. Smith, the transfer from UCO. 6 of 8 at the line this season before that attempt. He'll have one more. Just 2 points, 3 points now tonight on 1 of 5 shooting. Second one's also good for Smith. Burns will check in for Lee. Both teams just shooting 38.5% from the field here in the second half. As Mowat drives baseline. Gives it back up top to Wilson, now to Bryant, who's back in. Now to Wilson. 5 on the clock as Bryant drives. Had it knocked away by Smith, and Wilbert coming the other way. Wilbert bounce pass to Ferguson. It goes past him and out of bounds. A little bit of a low pass on the bounce from Wilbert. And the 6'6 Ferguson couldn't get quite low enough to scoop that one up. Mowat across half court against Wilbert. Extended left elbow, Wilson now. Tracy pops out for another 3. It's short. Right on line, though. Long lead pass ahead for Smith. Bounces it back to Crutchfield. And the pass to Wilbert sends him back to midcourt to retrieve. Wilbert right wing. Not a threat from deep. 0 for 7 this season. Smith, he'll rise up from 20 and knock down the long 2 over Tracy. So Shamar Smith with 4 straight points cuts the lead to 9. Wilson has it between the circles. Guarded by Jalen Crutchfield. He'll drive all the way in. Stops. Looks for help. Spins away and forces up. It rattles around and out. And Wilbert has the rebound. Wilbert ahead to Ferguson. Behind the back dribble to slow his momentum. Lost it. That sends it back up top. Crutchfield. Bryant runs him off the 3-point line. Now over to Burns. Excellent closeout by Bryant there. Burns crosses over into the paint. Floater in the lane is good from Brennan Burns. He's got 9 off the bench. And the lead down to 7. 6-0 run for the Tigers. Bryant behind a couple screens. Crosses over into the paint. Kicks it out. Mowat. And that pass looking for Rothwell. Knocked out of bounds by Ferguson with 14 on the shot clock. 8:02 to go in the ball game. 45-38. SNU with the lead. SNU just 5 of 15 from the field here in the second half. 2 turnovers for the Crimson Storm as well. Nick Davis and Manny Dixon back in as Tracy and Rothwell take a seat. Bryant behind the Davis pick. 5 on the clock. Davis going to have to hurry. Gives it to Mowat. Fadeaway corner 3 on the way. It's off the back iron. No good. And Bryant has the miss. Fresh 20 here for SNU. Dixon has it left wing. He'll drive baseline. 8 on the shot clock. Force it in the middle to Wilson. Left-hand shot is good. Wilbert down low to Crutchfield. Blocked by Davis, who came soaring in. Great help side by Davis, and a big smile on his face as he runs down the court. Bryant brings it back to midcourt as Adam Bohach calls out the signals. Leaves it back for Dixon. He knifes into the paint, keeps it high, and it rolls just off the rim. No good. Wilbert dashing down the far sideline. Hands to Crutchfield. Crutchfield pulls up right elbow. It's no good. Rebound tipped almost in by Davis, but Wilson has it for SNU. 6:40 to play. SNU leads by 9. They led by 8 at halftime. 30-22. Mowat top of the key with it. Bryant back to Mowat. Mowat, jab step. Left side, Wilson looking to post up Davis. Lobs it inside. Ferguson with nice defense, but a foul going to be coming up. It's going to be on Ferguson. Leaning into Davis on the lob, and that'll take us to a stoppage. 6:18 to play. SNU leads by 9, 47-38. We'll be back after this. This is SNU basketball.
Boba's new Chicken Diablo nachos are made with hand-diced pico de gallo, which means they're as fresh as... They're also loaded with juicy adobo chicken, flame-grilled in-house, so they're as flavorful as... And they're topped off with fiery queso Diablo, so they're as spicy as... New Chicken Diablo nachos. Try them today, only at Qdoba. United by flavor.
SNU basketball out of the timeout after the second foul on A.J. Ferguson. Fourth team foul on the Crimson Storm. 6:18 to play. SNU leads by 9. Mowat, quick trigger for three right off the bat. And he missed it short. Rebound comes down to Wilbert. Wilbert leaves it for Ferguson. Working on Dixon. He'll drive to the bucket. Off the glass. No good. Offensive rebound, lost it because he was fouled. And the foul's going to be on Manny Dixon for SNU. That'll be his second personal foul. It's been a low foul contest. Jalen Crutchfield with 3. That's the only one of any semblance of foul trouble in this game. Just 17 combined fouls. Smith missed the shot. East Central looking for a foul there. Didn't get it. Dixon has it up top. Now Lynn. Mowat to Bryant. Davis comes up to set the screen. Now backs away. Bryant crosses over. He's at the right elbow. Now brings it back out. Mowat gives it back to him. Bryant drives. Shows. Gives it to Lynn. Floater in the lane. Off the back iron, and it spins home. Great cut from Jalen Lynn, and Bryant found him. And Lynn rewarded him. Ferguson, big block by Davis. And he came down hard. Might have rolled his left ankle by the look of it. Foul is on Manny Dixon. That's his third. Davis taking a moment to gather his bearings. Walking very gingerly on that left ankle. He's signaling to come out. And Davis will hobble to the bench. Hopefully that one's not too serious.
Definitely something you don't want to see. Davis has been dominant in the paint tonight. 32 of SNU's points total have come from the paint, and Nick Davis is accredited to that performance.
Ferguson hits the first free throw. He's got 9 tonight. Very impressive start for the freshman. Scoreless against Crookston, but had 18 points in the loss to Duluth. He missed the second one, though. Rebound fought for. Dixon has it and shovels to Lynn as he was diving to the court. Dixon weaves with Mowat. Now Wilson top of the key. Spinning. Right hand hook is short. Got his own rebound, but it was knocked away. Wilbert has it. Numbers advantage here for East Central. Shamar Smith down the lane, an acrobatic layup as he dived around Xavier Bryant. Thought for a second there Smith was about to go up to put Bryant on a poster, but did not do that. We'll keep it here with a 30-second timeout. 49-41, SNU with the lead, 4:46 to play. Just kidding, now they changed it to a full timeout, but we'll keep it here anyway. Quick score updates from around the men's side. 48-34, Southern Arkansas leading Harding. 15:29 to play. 38-37, Arkansas Tech leading Ouachita Baptist with 13 minutes to play. Henderson State has found some footing in the second half. They lead Arkansas Monticello 43-39. Southeastern has come back. They lead Southwestern by 1, 70-69, 1:51 to play. 4 players in double figures for Southeastern tonight, and 4 for Southeastern as well. And up in Alva, Oklahoma Baptist 52, Northwestern 42, with 5.5 minutes to play. Here, our score is 49-41, with just under 5 minutes to play in the contest. SNU shooting just 38% from the field tonight, 3 of 15 from three-point range. 36% for East Central, 1 of 14 from three-point range. Each team's missed 6 free throws as well. Hasn't been a offensive showcase by any stretch, Julia, but both teams playing really well defensively.
Yeah, the defensive presence is there tonight, but SNU low scoring from the 3 and just inside the arc, but that paint dominance has definitely showed.
SNU's been above 70 points every game this season after being above 70 only 4 times last season in 19 games. Backdoor cut to Dixon, and it's blocked. Dixon somehow managed to tip it over to Mowat while he's laying on the deck. Mowat has it, and he's fouled.
Lots of contact there. Surprised one of the refs didn't call a foul late, but
it's on Crutchfield. That's number 4 on Jalen Crutchfield. So he'll head to the bench as Jakeem Akers comes back in. Bryant also sits down with 4:27 to play. Mike Bauer in for SNU. Wilson gets it into Lynn up at the SNU logo at midcourt. Got to say, Jules, the new court just looks fantastic.
oh, I won't say it's better because, you know, that would discredit the earlier designers, but this one definitely looks more shiny.
Indeed. SNU got a couple attempts there at the rim, but loose ball goes out of bounds off the Crimson Storm. Burns picks up the ball in front of Adam Bohach, and he'll put the ball in play. SNU leading by 8. Ferguson to Burns. Crosses over on Mowat to the foul line. Ferguson, right wing 3 is on the way and short. Mowat runs in to track down the rebound. Mowat running away from defensive pressure all the way in. Tried to get it to the cutting Dixon. Not a great look there by the freshman. Wilbert the other way. Burns has it go out of bounds into the East Central bench. So a turnover to turnover. And SNU going to have the ball out of the timeout when we come back. 3:42 to play. SNU maintains an 8-point lead at 49-41. We'll be back after this.
Wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
To me, the A in Chick-fil-A is a smile. I want to give the guests a little encouragement, maybe just a little joke that makes them laugh when they come through the drive-thru. We can stay 6 feet apart and have the best air high five.
Under 4 minutes to play in Bethany. 49-41. The Crimson Storm leading the Tigers in the conference opener for both schools here at the Sawyer Center. SNU basketball out of the timeout. East Central extends some full court pressure here. They back off, just go one-on-one here. Bryant across half court. Tried to get it over to Moab, but he slipped on the delivery. Wilbert quickly ahead to Jalen Crutchfield, who's back in with 4 fouls across the lane, and he got it to go off the rim, off the backboard and in for Jalen Crutchfield, who has just 4 points tonight. 3-on-1 break here for SNU. Wilson gets Wilbert in the air, and Wilson will go to the line for 2 free throws.
It's a good tactic right there. Get him up in the air, draw some fouls, get on the free throw line. You just got to hit him, though. 3 minutes left.
SNU was struggled at the line a bit against Dallas Baptist on Saturday. Mo Wilson 1 for 1 at the line tonight, 4 of 10 from the field. First one's up and long, no good. SNU just 29% from the field in the second half. Tigers not much better at 39%. Tigers are 1 for 15 from three-point range tonight. Wilson for double figures, and he got it. 2 for 3 at the line for Wilson tonight. 10 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks. He is a stat sheet stuffer. And SNU leads by 7. In the corner, Crutchfield closed out nicely by Lynn, who's kind of come into a defensive stopper role of sorts on this squad. Burns has it left wing. He'll drive on Moat. Pulls up from the foul line, and he knocked it down. Brennan Burns into double figures with 11 off the bench. He's the leading scorer for the Tigers. Bryant doubled, splits the double team, but he got it, splits it again up ahead to Moat. Moat will back it back out to the logo. 2:40 to play, 5-point lead for SNU, 50-45. Bryant, 8 on the shot clock, into the paint, leaves for the cutting Wilson. He bobbled it and lost it out of bounds. Good feed from Bryant. Good cut by Wilson, but just unable to finish. Turnover is the 11th of the night for SNU. Wilbert holding. Now Crutchfield. Wilbert again in front of his coach, Max Pendry. Top of the key, Crutchfield. Left wing to Burns. Behind the screen from Smith. Step back 3 from Burns. Rattled it in. And Brennan Burns, the Bethany native, makes it a 2-point game. Bryant crosses over all the way around everyone. And an offensive foul as Romello Wilbert stepped in and took the charge on Xavier Bryant. 1:56 to play. I think the officials are talking about if they're going to review. And they are going to review it, if he was in the restricted area or not. So the officials head to the monitor to check if this offensive foul on Xavier Bryant is in fact that. It looked close. Wilbert was laying pretty deep in the paint after the contact. So we'll see what the verdict is. We're under 2 minutes, so they can review this. But a big call in this game with it being just a 2-point game, as Brennan Burns, 6 of 7 from the field, 14 points. He killed SNU in the first matchup between these two schools last year as well.
Yeah, the calls have been definitely on the quieter side tonight, but now they want to start calling some stuff with 2 minutes or just under 2 minutes left. 2-point game. It's crucial at this point.
So the call is confirmed. Offensive foul on Xavier Bryant. Just his first personal foul. And the 5th team foul on the Crimson Storm here in the second half. Tigers sitting on 6, so the next one will be free throws for SNU. Crimson Storm needing a stop here. They led by 8 just a few moments ago. Burns drives baseline, finds Wilberts in the middle, kicks it out. Smith thought about a 3, decided not. Crutchfield drives inside, got it to go, and we're tied at 50. East Central was down by 13, 45-32. With 10:10 to play, SNU scored 5 points over the last 9 minutes. Bryant all the way in, kicks it out to Lynn, to Dixon. Dixon stops, spins, off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped, controlled by Burns. 1:10 to play. Wilbert getting instructions from Pendry. Wilbert on the SNU logo, under a minute to play, 10 on the shot clock. Drives, cut off, finds Burns, 5 on the clock. Burns around Wilson, step back deep 2, missed it. Rebound, fought for, Smith saves it, and it's to Davis. 37 seconds to play. Bryant into the front court. And Adam Bohach calls timeout with 32 seconds to go. 24 on the shot clock. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll take it as well and be back after this. This is SNU basketball. .32 seconds to play in Bethany. We're tied at 50 as East Central has come all the way back. They're down 13 with 10 minutes to play. Wilson gets it into Tracy. 20 on the shot clock as Bryant goes to work up top. Hands to Tracy. Tracy to Dixon. Top of the key with it. Now to Wilson. 13 on the clock. Wilson behind the back. Forces it up over Crutchfield. It's short, no good, and Smith has the rebound. Wilson gets in there and ties it up, and it's SNU ball. And Adam Bohach wants another 30-second timeout. So Mo Wilson with the heady play, tying up Shamar Smith. After missing the runner in the paint. 13 seconds to go. SNU can hold for the final shot here, tied at 50.
Smart play right there by Wilson. Hopefully he knew that possession would go to the Storm if he had tied it up. Now they get a second opportunity. A couple seconds left here in this ball game.
I think the assistant coaches for East Central wondering how they didn't get the timeout called when Smith had the ball in his possession before Wilson tied him up. So the 5 on the court for SNU: Wilson, Dixon, Mowat, Bryant, and Lynn, countered by Burns, Wilbert, Crutchfield, Smith, and Ferguson. Wilson to trigger it in. And it's intercepted by Burns. Burns racing into the front court. Leaves it for Crutchfield. Down low to Ferguson. Ferguson spins to Wilbert, up and under. He's fouled with 3.9 seconds to go. Foul on Manny Dixon is his fourth. And Romello Wilbert heading to the line. These are his first free throws of the season. First one is up and long. He'll have one more with 3.9 seconds to play. And East Central is going to call a timeout. Tense moments here in the conference opener for both schools. 3.9 seconds. Tied at 50. SNU has been pretty ice cold from the field in the second half, just 27% shooting. The Tigers at 44%. But it's been Brennan Burns off the bench who's been the catalyst for all this. 14 points for Burns. Romello Wilbert with one more free throw with 3.9 seconds left to try to put East Central up. And that west end zone making a lot of noise as the Tigers senior steps to the line for another one. Josh Apple in there for rebounding. Wilbert's second one is good. And a timeout called by East Central. So the Tigers take a 51-50 lead. It's their first lead of the night with 3.9 seconds to play. Mo Wilson went 1 for 2 at the line with 3:15 to play. But you'd have to go all the way back to the 5:46 mark to find the last SNU field goal. They led by 11 at that point with 5:46 to go, 49-58. So SNU has scored a single point over the last 6 minutes of the contest. They're going to have to go the length of the court with 3.9 seconds left to come up with the win here.
The focus by Wilbert on that last free throw. If anybody watching, the crowd was loud, in his face, but he sunk that one.
We'll see if SNU tries to advance it and then call another timeout across half court. Wilson running the baseline, gets it into Lynn. Lynn across half court, and he calls timeout with 1.6 seconds to go. So Adam Bohach will draw up the final shot. 1.6 seconds left.
Who do you get it to, Luke?
I'm honestly not sure in this situation. You only need 2, but obviously with this little time left, you're probably going to be looking at a 3. Probably give it to Manny Dixon. He's got 10 tonight, but he's just 4 of 12 from the field. Of course, can't really look at shooting percentages in this situation, as pretty much everybody in the entire game is under 50% shooting individually.
Yeah, that makes it tough, especially since most of the guys on the floor tonight haven't been that hot from behind the arc, but miracle shots are possible.
Officials checking the monitor just to see what the time needs to be. If they do add some, it's not going to be much. So they didn't add any. 1.6 seconds to play. Wilson will trigger it in on the sideline right below our position. It comes into Lynn. Open three for the win. Oh, and it almost went. Just a little bit long from Jalen Lynn, and the Tigers with a stirring comeback knock off the Crimson Storm in the conference opener as SNU falls 51-50 tonight against East Central. Final numbers, SNU 34% from the field, 18% from three-point range, 3 of 16, 9 of 16 from the free throw line. East Central 40% from the field, 2 for 16 from deep, and 7 of 14 at the foul line. Crimson Storm led in scoring by Manny Dixon and Mo Wilson, 10 points apiece. Nick Davis with 9 points, 6 points each for Matt Tracy and Xavier Bryant. 4 points for Jalen Lynn, 3 for Ian Mowat, and 2 for Mike Bauer. For the Tigers, 14 points for the Bethany native Brennan Burns. He was the hero tonight, 6 of 8 from the field off the bench, 9 points for A.J. Ferguson, 3 for Jakeem Akers, 8 for Shamar Smith, 6 for Jalen Crutchfield, 3 for Romello Wilbert, 5 for Josh Apple, and 3 for Ellis Lee. Crimson Storm fall to 4-2, 0-1 in conference play, and they'll be on the road taking on Southeastern on Saturday, 3 o'clock tip time for the Storm's Crimson and Savage on Saturday from Durant. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll have SNU head coach Adam Bohach flip over to our post-game YouTube feed for that interview, and we'll get you all set for Saturday right after this. This is SNU basketball.